got him right where you want him. The Wizards now 1-2 this season, went up at least 15 points at the start of the fourth. All other teams in that scenario are 117-1.
How much as a competitor you enjoy being the top dog team with the target on your back?
That's what you strive for.
MVP with the trade.
SGA standing on business.
Money.
Cha-ching a Thunder money bomb.
This is the most dominant team that we've ever seen in the NBA.
The champions looking better than ever.
It would suck to lose an NBA championship in 2026.
The Thunder are putting their 16-game winning streak on the line as they face the Spurs Saturday night NBA Cup semifinals. OKC's going to face a tall task, the tallest, in fact, with Victor Wembanyama returning from injury after missing the last 12 games. At 24-1, this team is very much going for the Warriors' 73-win season record, and SGA discussed the team's winning mentality.
We go out there with, I think, a hunter's mentality ourselves. And honestly, we go out there to just better ourselves. We don't go out there. I'm sure you guys have heard the stories about some of my teammates competing against each other during the games to get steals and things like that. That's where our mind is. We're trying to be a better version of ourselves every night we go out there, and we like to hunt in that form. If we didn't get better tonight, then we wasted an opportunity, and that's kind of how we see it.
Huge favorites. The Cavs beat the Wizards by 33 on this floor last month, giving 16.5 here, but Washington apparently was not in form. They're in front in the third, and Bub Carrington to C.J. McCollum for one of his 3 threes. He tied a team high with 27. The diff, currently 4. 5 minutes later, now a 14-point game. Carrington in transition has the alley, and Will Riley's got the oop. Ooh, first-round pick out of Illinois. Final seconds of the third, the Wizards entered 3-19. Riley now on the defensive end. Throws the lob to Jameer Watkins up ahead. He had 15 off the bench. Washington led by 17 at that point. They led by 15 after 3. It's only over a 36-minute game because early in the fourth, here comes your friendly neighborhood Spider.
Oh, no.
He had 24 entering the fourth, pulls Cleveland within 7 there. And with 3 minutes left, Darius Garland finds Lonzo Ball. Kenny Atkins has praised Ball's defense postgame, but Cleveland there within 1. And next possession, Garland to Mitchell for one of his 8 threes. Tie game. Bench loves it. Next Cavs possession, more Mitchell puts Cleveland in front. I mentioned Ryan, he had 24 points entering the fourth. He had 24 points in the fourth.
Oh my goodness.
Most of any player in the NBA this season off the Wizards miss. Cleveland down 15 after 3 has now won 14 in a row against the Wiz. Mitchell goes for 48 with 4 boards and 4 assists. Down 15 to the Wiz.
And soon, you're going to have to see this man, Victor Wembanyama, who may be the most interesting man in the NBA, and I don't say that lightly. He spent the offseason training with Shaolin monks, honing his skills with Olajuwon and KG, visiting NASA, playing soccer in Costa Rica, even hosting a chess basketball tournament. You name it, he seems to have done it. And yet, while living his best life off the court and really on it this season, near MVP campaign when healthy, he's had his fair share of setbacks that gave him a new perspective. Malika Andrews sat down with the Spurs star to talk about life, health, and Christmas.
Lob over the top. Wemby. Oh my goodness. Blocked by Wembanyama. Victor for 3. Wee-wee. Grabs it himself and plunges it. Highlight reel for Wembanyama.
Nick, Joyeux Noël.
Joyeux Noël.
Merry Christmas. I've been working on it. Joyeux Noël. What were the Christmas traditions in the Wembanyama household when you were growing up?
This is the first year in my life where my whole family is not going to be together for Christmas, unfortunately. So that was the first thing. Always, all of us, at least the 5 of us, my siblings and my parents, grandparents on either side, and cousins. So it was never so much about the presents or the traditions even, but just getting together and enjoying.
Here comes Wemby for 3. Good straight away. He's north of 40 on his Xmas debut.
You're playing the team on Christmas Day that is at the top of the league, the reigning champs in the Oklahoma City Thunder. Do you view that as a game that you can learn about yourself and your team?
Of course. Learn about ourselves, but as I said, they're at the top of the league, so learn about what it takes to be in their spot, because it's a spot we want to be at this season already, but in the next years.
You had a heck of a summer. The last 9 to 10 months, you've been playing absolutely incredible basketball. And then all of a sudden, you're diagnosed with a blood clot. What was that moment like for you?
That moment, like, it was, I remember clearly, I mean, it's going to be 1 year soon since I learned, so it was 5 minutes of total breakdown, probably, you know, obviously crying and sadness and feeling the fragility of life and health.
But you don't just think about playing, you think about how that's going to impact your entire life. When you understand the blood clot and the proximity, how did you understand that as impacting your life in that moment?
So I was thinking about this as, like as you said, I wasn't thinking about basketball. Basketball wasn't my priority all of a sudden. And at a time like this where you have to take measures quickly, you unfortunately have to make choices. There's this worry of maybe not doing the right thing, you know.
Were you ever worried that you would not be able to play again in those 5 minutes?
Yes, but it wasn't justified. I needed time to, to find myself again and then to get better. And it was just the whole motor all summer, and I think it's gonna be for the rest of my career. It's the best example that life is short, career is short. It can end just like this, so there's no time to waste.
Yeah. Have you learned things watching the team while you've been sidelined?
Oh, yeah. I've noticed patterns and habits of my team that I didn't notice before. And one of my favorite things I see is everybody's able to step up their game. The energy was different, everybody could feel it. And it's so much easier to envision the goals as well when it's actually starting to happen, you know.
I feel like you're getting excited. I might be wrong, but like it feels like when you're talking about this, more so than the past years, because you hate losing.
I am excited, as you can see. I am excited, and nothing makes me happier than winning. So, on the opposite, few things make me sadder than losing.
When you think about success, Vic, in the next 5 to 10 years, what does a successful Victor Wembanyama career look like?
Oh, 5 to 10 years, that's got to be filled with championships. We want to solidify ourselves as a top 3, top 4 team in the West, you know. I have no playoff experience, but I'm a competitor, and I know I step up in big games.
Victor Wembanyama nearly outscores the Bulls by himself in the fourth quarter.
Who is the best player in the NBA right now?
I think Jokic is the best offensive player. I don't think he's the best player. It's hard to say. I think it was between Giannis and Shai. When I would come back on the court, I think it would be me.
Wemby is putting up huge numbers that suggest he is a legit MVP candidate.